Ho, ho, ho. December's here, Christmas is coming, and we've got a bunch of crackers here for you this year. The OCs is our main album of the month, this one here. And Odd Entrances. This is a follow-up to a Weird Exits, which is also an album of the year. So together they make a long, sprawling double album. This one is more longer songs, more psychedelic, and we have a lovely clear vinyl Rough Trade exclusive, and it also comes with a flexi disc. Castleface has been maybe the label of the year for us. We have sold so many of their records across all their bands. The OCs, they're geniuses. Maybe they put out a few too many records, but hey, who's complaining? They're all great. Next up, we have the Slow Coaches, who are, they recorded this in 2 days in the cheapest studio they could find. And it's, if you like shop assistance, C86, My Bloody Valentine, that lo-fi fuzz pop, this is for you. It has the added attraction of great songs on there. This is a perfect album. Next up, Angelina. A few years ago, the Isle of Wight was a popular place. Lots of bands coming out from it. Anyway, Angelina, named after a Bob Dylan song, is coming out of the Isle of Wight. She is more in the style of Karen Dalton, Odetta, Janis Joplin, so a kind of bluesy, jazzy feel to it. Blues folk, I guess, with a bit of a rock side to it. This is a really good album. I'm not wholly convinced by the sleeve, but I love the record. Okay, so next up we have the Playgroup, Trevor Jackson, all-round top man, been a customer in the shop for years, longer than I care to remember. Anyway, this is a compilation of his 12 inches that came out recently, all the remixes, edits, different versions. This is post-punk funk, if you're in that DFA, LCD style, or I guess he obviously predated that by a long way, and LCD and DFA got a lot from him. This is a great post-punky compilation for, you know, the older people and maybe the younger people too. Mika Levy, with Oliver Coates. Oliver Coates is known for his, he's a cellist and he's worked with Radiohead. And Mika Levy has done albums as Mikachu on Rough Trade. Out there. You know, she did the soundtrack for Under the Skin, which is an amazing soundtrack. And this is more of the same, I guess. It's kind of modern classical. It's a bit Steve Reich, a bit Niels Frahm, that sort of thing. This is really beautiful, a really lovely album. And we also have a lovely clear vinyl version just via us and via Bleep Warp. This is an amazing album. Next up, party album for Christmas from Psych Magic, all edits. It's 3 CDs of Love Beach, what's the other one, Tom? And Dance. So 3 different moods, so you can start off your cocktail party nice and calm, and then by the end you can be all raving. This is great, it's good value as well, 3 CDs. Roger Gula. This is inspired by astronauts looking down on the Earth, and it's got lots of radio static, lots of white noise, in a kind of a Steve Reich, Philip Glass, Max Richter, that sort of style. It's on One Little Indian's new classical imprint. It's all here, lots of modern classical this month. There we go. Pavo from Brooklyn. This is, I suppose if there's been 2 themes this year, it's kind of the modern composition, modern classical, but also the, you know, back to the 70s, Harry Nilsson, kind of glam LA kind of a sound. And this is another one of those. It's a great instrumentation. It's got, you know, it's got xylophones on there, a mellotron on there, but good songs. Very Harry Nilsson, so kind of baroque pop, I guess. I love this album. Federale, this is on Death Waltz, Spencer's label. Mostly he does reissues of soundtracks. This is a new band, but working in that area of Italo soundtracks. If you like the good, the bad, the ugly, and if you like, yes, Italian music, Italian soundtracks for films, this is for you. almost Scott Walker-y in places. His vocals on in some of it sounds like Scott Walker doing Jacques Brel. This is a lovely album, and nice to see Spencer doing something new rather than just old reissues. And finally, we have Michael Now, who's from the Appalachians. This has been out in America for a while, but it's a UK version of this. This has got marimbas, xylophones as well, with jazzy, and it's also in that kind of Harry Nilsson sort of a style, and it's a really great album to finish off with this month. And there you go, that's it, December. Happy Christmas.